Tanzania, all the neighbors, they didn't like Idi Amin, but they sure loved what he did. He got rid of the Indians, because the Indians in Tanzania, where I live, they own 95% of the businesses. And the black people didn't like that. They just didn't like it. Right? They didn't like it. They were happy that Idi Amin ran all of them out. They were happy, happy, happy. I had a good friend in Canada that was one of them people from Uganda. I stayed with him in his house. His daughter was them, they was ones at the Malcolm X program, this is 20-something years ago, and they were Malcolm X fans. And I talked to him. He was a revolutionary. He said, if I would have known what I know now, I wouldn't have even left. You know, Uganda. But he got wise. He came and saw what, anyway. The people were happy that they put them all out. I'll move toward a close on this. It was an Imam from Uganda in South Africa. Of course, he was considered a foreigner. This Imam married a South African woman. And at every conference we'd have an African meeting on the side. And I was trying to tell them how to fix this problem, that problem. And they had an objection. No matter what I tell them, they come and say, hey, man. So finally, I asked the Imam from Uganda, because they used to have the East African Union, Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. In fact, they had East African Airways, all those things. They were unified in those days. So I said, how are the Indians here compared to Uganda? He said they're great. See, because the Indians in East Africa hated Africa. Their leaders, Aga Khan, told the people, 57, he said, when they get their freedom, you guys should go back home. What was the point? The point is a historical point. There's combinations of things working in history. Just like the people of East Africa hated the Indian, because the Indian got all his money. It's just because the Africans, they wanted to, you throw seed out the window and it grows in Africa. It just rains and boom. So you got an easygoing lifestyle. It ain't no like in Europe it's all cold, and if you don't grow in this time, you get rigid like that. But if you're from Africa and South America, the environment has to do with how you are. So if you're eating the fruit and you throw the seeds out the window, and a few years later, all around your house, there's those fruits growing up, and you ain't did nothing. And you need a little bit of something, and you just plant it. You have a little garden about this big, and you plant it, and you got, and everything grows it used to. Everything was out there. You could hunt. That's what people used to do. If they needed meat, they just hunted. They never hunted up all the stuff like the white man do. He'll hunt up everything. He'll put this stuff on the extinct. You gonna be extinct, mister. Messing with me. That's the way the white man is. He said, y'all getting ready to be extinct. Why? Because I'm going to eat you and eat you and eat you till it ain't but 2 or 3 left. Yeah, that's the way they are. But anyway, it's easy to put the package together. I don't know if y'all heard the lectures, but if you listen to them, the ones when Dr. Siddiqui was talking, we told the South Africans what they should do. Islam should grow from the south to the north. Not from the north to the south like it's been growing. you have the opportunity, which they did. You're free, independent, you got a shot at it. They didn't want to do it. They wanted to keep things kind of like it was. They own their business. And South African Indians they're good Indians. They're not like the ones in East Africa. They're like, if you see the Masjid in Soweto, they build you $1 million masjid. They may want to come around and not run it, but stick their nose in your business. I was telling brothers in South Africa, man, you just do this, you just do that. You know, they was telling us, he said, no, you guys are African Americans. It's different. I said, don't know foreigners build no aside in our neighborhood. You ever see immigrants come over and build? We're going to build you. We got a $2 million masjid. We're going to build you a $1.8 million in your own neighborhood for you. Ours $2-3 million, but don't you worry, we gonna be that precious. We're going to build you. We got a $3 million masjid. We're going to build you a $2.5 million masjid in your neighborhood. Since in your neighborhood won't cost no more than $3 million, right? You ever seen that? It don't happen. And I was telling the brothers how they could do this. Every time they come up with a solution. They're thinking either on purpose, but I know what happened. Same thing happened here. The Africans that was right up under the Indians was there for M-O-N-E-Y, and they was ruthless. And I told the Indians, I said, those niggas ain't no good. You don't have any proof. I said, well, they just happened to tell me. I was talking to them, and they just said, because they thought I was a nigga, just like them from America, just like the Negroes here thought I was going to work with them the same way they was working against the Iranians. Yeah, man, them Iranians, we're going to hustle them, boy. The regular old hustle talk. Well, we're going to get paid. I didn't say, I'm against that. I didn't say nothing. I just told the Iranians, I said, those niggas there, they're not no good. Well, they ain't no good. You might be there might be some immaturity. I said, the niggas are not immature. They're niggas. And you're Iranians, and they see you as a paycheck, money. The same thing I told people in Africa. I said, you got to get out and bring the people to Islam. Help the people. I say, help them start business. They'll lie, they'll cheat. I said, so what? Keep on helping them. Pretty soon you're going to stumble into some good ones. Just keep on. Keep on doing it. They'll steal all the money. I said, I know what they'll do. They're niggas. They can't help being niggas. They've been oppressed for 300-400 years like us over there. They only think so far. They can't help. You know, your environment produced you. You can't help being a nigga. I mean, after all, you know, that's what you was raised. They focused that we're going to cut off all avenues. That's what they said, some of the white folks. Here, we have been successful of cutting off all light to the Negro. Nothing coming to him. Ain't no light coming to the Negro at all. He was proud of that. It worked. Okay, but I'll close with this and then we'll pray. Look, everything you've heard here is the truth. We should kind of like maybe try a little to make it happen. Like we tell the brothers before, stick with boss man. Boss man is biting the dust. It don't take brains to figure out boss man, it ain't no way for him not to bite the dust. And who would want to be with that bum anyway? There's no technical or historical, psychological or emotional reason to support out and out theft and murder and everything. There's no reason for it. There's no reason for it. There's no value in it. And not only that, and I really will close, when boss man started throwing stuff overboard, the Negro was the first to go. The Negro. When the population, when this place is all smoked up and everything, and he don't have no plan, think about it. Does he have any plan to fix the oceans? Any plans for the air? Any plan? He has plans to keep smoking it up. You ain't got enough smoke, nigga. You need more smoke. You need more greenhouse, right? Tell the truth. You ain't got the only problem, you ain't got enough greenhouse gas. That's what you're talking about. You talking about poverty and miseducation? You got too much education, nigga. You got too much of it. That's what spoiled. We brought y'all over here, put you in slavery, and then spoiled your behind. You welfare queens, you whatever they was calling us. God dog. You can't make this up. This is cruelty. You can't make this is real, but it sounds like a horror story. Tell the truth. It sounds like a horror story. The Joker, that's the white man. The black woman tried to help him. First person he killed is her. I don't know if y'all see the Joker. He got a psychological problem. But the white man is the one. He has the psychological problem. He has the emotional problem. This guy has got it bad. And it's because of his position. But why not be a part of the solution for a change? They wouldn't believe it. They said niggas help make the world a good place to live. You want to shock the people of the world? You want to be famous? Try to do good. They said, I don't believe it. They have a research team going around. I don't believe them niggas try to do good. They go on white folks. Yeah, the niggas did this, the niggas did that, and I still don't believe it. We're gonna have another thorough investigation. We're gonna investigate them niggas to see, is it possible we didn't give them the authority, nor did we train them, nor did we give them the okay to do no good. We fixed them so they would shoot each other, kill each other, crabs in the barrel, everything. That's what we put in the Negro. And if anything other than that happened, we are going to have a study to find out where we went wrong. That a good nigga? I don't believe it. Anyway, I don't want to bore y'all. So thank y'all very much. But this is one of those times we can't be not aware of the time we're living in. Let's respect what we're trying to do and try to pull it off. It won't hurt. And if the white man gets mad at it, he'll just kill you. And he'll usually kill you pretty quick or make you poor. Now that'll take a long time and it's pretty bad down at the bottom of the barrel. They'll come by and tease you. But so what? Look, you can deal with anything. Niggas used to try to tease me, you ain't Big Hank no more. I said, no, I'm Imam Musa now. You accepted the religion to get the heat off of you. I said, nigga, you's crazy. I said, if a nigga accept Islam to get the heat off of it, he's a fool too. He's a big fool. He don't know what heat is. He don't know what, tell the truth. If you accept Islam to escape the heat, hey man, that's another insanity. But that's what a few people were saying about me in Oakland, man. We want to help you out. I said, you can help out. Just give me a few $1 million. I said, you got it. Build some mosques around town, around the world. No, I ain't talking about that, man. I'm talking about, I said, well, that's what we're talking about. And then they'll send the word around. It may take you years to get rid of that. People will tease you. You gotta be able to take that stuff. You gotta be able to take teasing, harassment. I'm gonna close with this really for truth. Somebody told the Prophet, peace be upon him, I love you, Rasulullah. He said, what, get ready for poverty or something. And then the other one was get ready for
debt and death.
Yeah.
Poverty and death.
Yeah, you get ready. You love me. You love the truth. I come from Allah. The message comes from Allah. It's real to me. You boy, look here. You ought to keep your stuff to yourself. Let's stop this ad-libbing there. You love me? Hey, man. That's what the Prophet told him. Sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So, the Quran is true because it's for human nature. It's for all times. All the characters you find in the Quran, you find them right out here in life. All of them. They're there. Just put a modern name on, call him Johnny Boy. And if you're looking for Bani Israel, not the one that would do that stuff with Musa alayhi salam. He's still around, but he done turned into a Nazi, so he's not Bani Israel. Right? The same thing the Nazis did to the Jews, that's the way you treat the Palestinians. Exactly. That's what they do now. And they have the same attitude. They ain't human beings, right? It's unbelievable. Don't worry about all that. Okay, anyway. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilayk. Any questions or comments at all? I'll just come back with Tuesday. Tomorrow is a holiday, right?
Yeah.
Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, okay. I thought they would have did it last week, but they didn't. Okay, so MLK, and so what else is new? Like, did they have a demonstration today? A women's march?
Oh no, that was yesterday.
Yesterday?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but they are supposed to be having, like you mentioned, Tana Asada, they supposed to be having.
Who?
Mukta Asada.
Mukta Asada?
Yeah, they supposed to be having something that's happening all over the world. It's not just in Iraq. I think it's supposed to be having something here.
Very good.
Yeah.
Look.
But they supposed to be having something in
Last I heard, the Million Man March was still on.
Oh, okay.
That's what the last I heard, but I mean, this stuff come out minute per minute.
Right.
So it could have changed up, but just the idea of a Million Man March. And Muqtada Sadr, he's in control of enough people himself that he can pull that off easy. A Million Man March. And just imagine, just think about us. It's mind-boggling that the death of two people have galvanized the forces that need galvanized and justified their whole reality. It's unbelievable. If anybody wanted to be convinced, that's the same as the miracle of Moses opening up the water, everybody. Those are the same type of miracles. And it's all related to Islam. Those are miracles. The martyrdom of one or two people changes the whole world. The whole dialogue is different now than it was 3 weeks ago. It's different. The whole dialogue is different. It ain't just me and you. Just the silly those people. Look what they're doing. They're arguing now. Oh, you did this wrong. You didn't do this. Right?
Yeah.
They arguing after with the guy. And just wait as it gets better. Because eventually, the real news about why he was in Baghdad and everything, this thing came out, maybe democracy now. But eventually, everybody gonna be down with that. They're gonna say, you killed a man on a peace mission? Why? You didn't want peace? It's simple. Okay, is everything off?
Oh, no,
Oh, okay, I thought it was off there.
Yeah, I hadn't cut it off because